What's up, YouTube world? It's your boy Lucha, aka Matthew J. Brownlee, and I got a headset right now. So hopefully, when I move and do a whole bunch of stuff like that, that you can still hear me if I'm over here. Because normally I'd be like off mic, and sometimes you can't hear me and stuff. So hopefully this works better, guys. But I'm back with another video. This is another NXT video review. I'm not gonna do a whole review. I'm just gonna give like my overview of NXT and just talk about some stuff that I noticed and what they might just plan on doing for like the next week and for time to come. So we're going to get this started with Kross. Karrion Kross, of course, got his whole shoulder separated, so unfortunately he won't be able to wrestle anymore, which really sucks because I like him. He did really good in my opinion. I think he did good in when he was in Mexico. He was great, and he did pretty decent in Impact. So I was kind of hoping to see what he was going to do, but unfortunately, shoulder problems. He has to relinquish the NXT Championship. Same thing that happened when Finn Balor won at the SummerSlam against Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship. He got injured, had to vacate it, and we never got to see what he does. So now the question is, uh, does he stay in NXT and does he face whoever wins the NXT Championship? Who I have my suspicion who I think is going to win, or does he just go to the main roster? And I think the same thing happened to Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre, well, actually, never mind, I take it back because Drew McIntyre lost and the guy's shoulder separated and he went to Raw. So it'll be interesting what they do. Congratulations to Breezango, new tag team champions. Excelente. We like all of those. It's been a long time since Breeze and Fandango were champions. By a long time, I mean Breeze and Fandango's never been champions ever at all, not even once in WWE. So good for them. This is literally because Imperium. They're going back to NXT UK. This is what this is. They're going back to NXT UK. They're gonna help that tag division. And then Breezango is literally just gonna be tag team champions for Legado de Fantasma for Joaquin Wild and Raul Mendoza. Literally, that's all this is. They're just holding it in place for Raul and Joaquin, which is totally fine because tag team champions, Breeze and Fandango. We still like all of those. We're happy that they got their titles. Everybody's been saying, "Yo, why has they not been champions?" And now they're champions in NXT. They're probably going. They're probably going to go back to main roster by next week or next, like probably after Payback. I think they're doing the whole thing with NXT and the draft. That's what they call it. They're doing a draft, so I can see Breezango and somebody else, another team, be in that draft. So yeah, because WWE needs tag teams desperately. So good for them. I'm happy for them. It was a good decent match too. Double leg drops. Imperium wasn't even on the same page, but that's just so they can go to UK. Uh, oh, before I forget to say this, my boy. I'm afraid I got some bad news. My boy, Wade Barrett, Stu Bennett, whichever one you want to call him, is on commentary, and he said he's going to be there next week too, which is great. We like all of those. They have a thing where Triple H, HBK, Matt Bloom, Tenzai, Albert, Prince, and William Regal are backstage talk about the NXT Championship. Damian Priest and Timothy Thatcher's probably going to have a title match. I think they're going to have Bronson Reed get in there, and then randomly there was freaking Austin. I almost said Ace Austin. It's not Ace Austin. Austin Theory. That's his name. It's a lot of Austins. Austin Theory. He came back, and then Bronson Reed slapped fire at him because he was like, "Hey, yeah, I was at WrestleMania 22. You know, when you're 80, you'll be alright." And he slapped fire out of him, so that was great. Um, so they're probably gonna have a match that Bronson Reed is probably gonna win. And then we had the announcement, which this is gonna be crazy, guys. It's gonna be crazy. So titles relinquished, right? My boy said, well, actually, no, before I even announce it, Tommaso Ciampa's back. Tommaso Ciampa is a murderer again, so Murder Ciampa is the best Ciampa, and we like all of those. He shouldn't have been healed the first time, but of course, people like bad people. So this is Tommaso Ciampa's time to shine. He murdered Jake Atlas. I don't know what's going on with Jake Atlas. We might need to send him flowers, get a nice coffin for him because he is dead. Pretty much he's dead. He like first he lost. He already lost. Uh, Jake Atlas just trying to talk trash, and then you don't talk trash to Tommaso Ciampa. You don't do that. No, no. He headbutts him. He stomps fire out of him. He hits him with the Willow's Bell DDT, and then he's after the match he's still attacking him. He did like the slingshot, like his neck through the outside, and then he was sitting on the apron. I thought he was going to do that, yeah, pat myself on the back type thing, but nah, he was just staring at him, murder eyes staring at him. And then they very quickly, from like out of nowhere, like an RKO out of nowhere, got the ambulance, got the stretcher, put him on a stretcher. He said, I'm a Willow Bell's DDT on this off the stretcher. I was like, damn, nice, nice. We like all of those. But now William Regal comes out and he announces that next week on Super Tuesday, guys, is going to be John Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Adam Cole, baby, and um, Finn Balor in a fatal four-way Iron Man match. 60 minutes. 60-minute fatal four-way Iron Man match to determine who's going to be the next NXT champion. Oh my God. Oh, yes. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, 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 please. Oh, this match might be like 27 stars, like low key. Like it can't be anything less than like 5.5 stars. Like this match, and it's gonna go an hour. Oh, Iron Man. Oh, this match is gonna be fire. This match is gonna be fire. Uh, who will win though? That's the question. Who's gonna win? It depends. It's one of two people. It's either Finn Balor or it's Tommaso Ciampa. Now, Adam Cole not winning this championship. It's not going to happen. Adam Cole already he just lost the title like a month or two ago. He's already the longest reigning NXT champion. If they wanted him to be champion, they would have just kept the title on him. Like he's not winning. Johnny Gargano, I don't think is winning. I think that he's probably gonna be. I think he had his time being champion. I think he might like be North American champion again. Like if Candice LeRae is gonna be like NXT Women's Champion, I could see him being North American champion. But him being NXT champion again, especially now that Ciampa's heel, he's not even top heel anymore. Like I don't even think he was top. Was he top heel? He might have been the bigger heel, but now that Tommaso Ciampa's back, Tommaso champion. Ciampa's number one heel, so scratch him off the list. The thing with Finn Balor is this depends on if they're going to do the thing with Finn Balor going back to NXT again. That's what determines if Finn Balor wins this match or not. If Finn Balor doesn't go back to NXT in September and he doesn't have that feud with Walter, because I'm pretty sure Walter is going to need a real feud, like a that's not Pete Dunne. Uh, it doesn't probably get no better like your number one like big match championship defense than Finn Balor. So that's why I'm leaning towards Tommaso Ciampa, because Ciampa, as they did say, like never lost the title. He had to relinquish it. So I can see him getting the title back and running through everybody in this path, and then going back against coming back to Karrion Kross, and they continue their thing. So, but I would love to see either one of them win. And then also again, Finn Balor is already also a two-time NXT champion. I mean, he can be a three-time NXT champion. Kyle O'Reilly is a three-time tag team champion. So, I mean, he can be a three-time tag team champion to separate himself from everybody else. But I think that Tommaso Ciampa is the money bet. I think Finn Balor is going to go to NXT UK, and I think Adam Cole is going to the main roster. I don't know if he's going with Undisputed Era though, because they are still Batty McBadbads, and I don't. They're like treating Adam Cole kind of as a facey McFace face. So it's a little crazy, because when they did the Adam Cole thing, they did the baby, they did the cheer for him. When he was on the Tron, he was saying after he got rid of Pat McAfee, his next target is the NXT Championship. Excuse me. Johnny Gargano was saying, "Hey, pretty much my time, Johnny Gargano way." And Finn Balor was, being Finn Balor, breaking fourth wall and breaking kayfabe and all that stuff. Talk about marks and what producers want and all that stuff. So next week's gonna be amazing. What else was amazing was Escobar versus Swerve Scott for this NXT Cruiserweight Championship. Money, money, good, good stuff. We like all of those. Again, guessing that Swerve and Escobar is going to have another match. Uh, in the match, Escobar was getting that ass handed to him. Joaquin Wild and Raul Mendoza tried to interfere, but Breezango came out to stop that, which again makes me say Raul Mendoza, Joaquin Wild, new tag team champions. They're just a placeholder for them, but it's okay. It's all good. We still like those. It was really close for Swerve. He hit house call. He had some good big moves. He kicked out, and then his foot was also on the rope. And then he went out the ring. He grabbed his luchador mask, and I guess it had something like inside of it, like something hard or whatever, to knock him out, because he headbutted him and took it back off. And Swerve uh, got pinned. He was knocked out cold. Got pinned for the three. So I'm guessing that this feud is going to continue for him. So they're gonna probably do a thing where they all wear the titles, they all hold gold at the same time for a little bit. I don't know how long they're gonna be all champions. It's probably gonna be a while, because the tag tip division needs help, and Escobar has just started to like come into himself being the NXT champion. So he's gonna hold that for a good while, which is good because they're amazing. I love all of them, and Swerve is amazing too. Uh, Uh, yeah, they're doing stuff with Shanti Blackheart. She's out here. She ran over Robert Stone again for a third time. Just run her over. Mia Yim was out there. I guess it's supposed to be Mia Yim versus Mercedes Martinez. Robert Stone was like, "Nah, we're not doing that." After what happened to Mercedes, no way, Jose. And then Shanti like ran him over. Aaliyah's worst client of all time. He just runs her over and she does nothing about it. She just watches him get ran over again. Horrible. This match was really good. It was just, well, I would say really good. It was good enough. It was good. Mia Yim is in Retribution, so she's going to the main roster. This was just her I'm out match. She's like, this is my bye bye match. I will put over Shanti Blackheart, and I'm going to be in Retribution. And that's that. Because my boyfriend's in WWE main, so I'm in WWE main. So that's pretty much how that went. Shanti wins. Good for her. I don't think she's going to be anywhere near the NXT Championship though. She might like. Lily just woke up. Shanti might go for the title, but she's not winning no NXT Championship. Uh, the next person who might win that championship might be Candice LeRae. Maybe. I don't really think that Rhea Ripley's gonna win it again. I don't think she needs to win it again. She's ready for main roster too. So I don't think she needs to win the title. She doesn't need it at all. She had her. I mean, they can very much give it to her, but she doesn't need it. She's already been NXT UK Women's Champion, the first one. She's been regular NXT Champion. She's ready to go to main roster, be SmackDown Women's Champion. So we'll see what happens with that. Clearly, she's mixed up with Mercedes Martinez anyway. Um, Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai. It seems like they're probably gonna do um, them two versus EO in like a handicap match for the NXT Championship. Maybe a triple threat match or something like that. It's going to be something where EO has to overcome both of them and retain it, and then after that, EO will probably go on to uh, face whoever's next, and they're gonna probably go into the tag team division because the tag team division for the women's is in dire needs. Candice LeRae and Tegan Knox might also go into the tag division because it seems like they don't really want to fight each other. It kind of seems like they want to talk and help bring each other see each other the way Candice sees it. So they want to maybe turn Tegan Knox heel. Maybe we don't know. We'll find out. So yeah, main event. Uh, Io Shirai and Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai. Before the match, Dakota was pretty much saying, "Yeah, of course we're gonna win. We're a real tag team. They're not. They don't even like each other. Easy peasy lemon squeezy." And they won. They sure did. Uh, Mercedes Martinez, as I said, got involved with Rhea Ripley early. Well, not early, like towards the end of the match. Uh, Raquel was doing some good moves on Io Shirai. She was kicking out. Rhea got back in because Raquel's like she pulled her off the apron and her face hit the steel steps and stuff like that. She got back in, runs immediately into a big boot by Raquel with her big slamming choke slam buster thing with Jigger for the three, and I was like, nice, good for her. They're a good tag team. They're definitely gonna like they're gonna do maybe a Raquel versus EO match for the NXT Championship. They'll probably do like a handicap 2-on-1 handicap match where EO will overcome and still retain the championship. But this is to put them over a little bit. Like I said before, the only way I think Dakota Kai is winning the championship if she's going back to NXT UK to win their championship, or she goes to vie for the tag team titles. That's the only way to win. But Mercedes and Rhea Ripley still got some issues to solve, and that's definitely going to. It has to go to Mercedes Martinez. Like I said, I think that Rhea Ripley is ready for the main roster, and she's probably just gonna be put over. Because I think the women's roster right now is they're. I don't want to say they're fine, but they're all right. They got EO. Um, They can always bring talent from WWE if they really, really want to. But they got her. They got Candice LeRae. They got Tegan Knox. They got Dakota Kai. They got Raquel Gonzalez. Uh, they got Chauncey Blackheart. I think they're probably going to be in the building stage for right now for the women's division, which is totally fine. That's how you. This is how you build stars. You put your two. You get your two biggest out. You get out your Rhea Ripley's. You get out your Mia Yims. You take them to the main roster, and then you build stars. Io Shirai is like the perfect person to help to build people because she's amazing. She's like probably the her and Asuka are probably the two, well the whole her Asuka Sasha Bailey, they're like some of the best wrestlers in the world, not just in WWE. Like Asuka and Shirai are best wrestlers, one of the best wrestlers in the world. So is Sasha Banks. She's like one of the best wrestlers in the world. If anybody can bring them to her level, like bring them to their level, to put on good matches and put them over and stuff like that, it's Io Shirai. So she doesn't need Rhea Ripley. She doesn't need Mia Yim. She can put people over herself, and that's I think what they're going to do. They did the same thing with Asuka when Asuka was in NXT. So I think that they're ready for main roster, and she's going to just be putting over talent until. And then you got Mercedes Martinez. I forgot about her, and she's also there. So you have the talent for her to put over everybody, build the division up, bring in more people, bring in other people, and then maybe have Mercedes Martinez be the NXT champion, and then you send Io to the main roster, and then you have all those other people, plus whoever you're gonna have to come in for that. So I think that they're fine. They're gonna be fine. They're gonna be completely okay. But yeah, that was it. That was my overview of NXT. I think NXT was like a good, solid A minus, B plus A minus. There's a lot of there's good wrestling and excellent storytelling for next week. Feel bad for Karrion Kross, but that Iron Man match next week's gonna be crazy. Breezango tag team champions, we love those. Tommaso Ciampa's a murderer again, we love that. The women's, all the women's stuff. There's three different women's storylines going on. That's all good stuff. And of course, the cruiserweight championship match was good. And oh, I always forget to do this. I always talk about all the good stuff, and then I forget about this. Kyle O'Reilly was in a one-on-one match, and we like all of those. We like Kyle O'Reilly one-on-one matches. We take those. This is why I said the Undisputed Era. Them all seems like they're heels, but Adam Cole seems like the only face because he had nothing to do with whatever they were doing. Hopefully they don't split up, but we don't know. Uh, he beat up Drake Maverick, and then they all went to gang up on him. And then Killian Dane came out. He went to beat up the Undisputed Era for I guess whatever they did to him before. And Drake Maverick was like, thank you. And then and then he just beat up Drake Maverick too. That's hilarious. Uh, but yeah, like I said, I'm gonna give it an A minus. I thought it was a great show, and I'll be back for AEW a little later because I gotta go to work. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Talk to you guys next time. I'm out.